Hello, good evening. It is at this time, November 2nd, it's Thursday morning, about 11 o'clock. Today there is a very special event taking place here on the estate. It is called the Miglia warm-up. Miglia is a race that was first started in Italy in 1927. And throughout this video you will be able to admire some beautiful, very antique cars, old cars, race cars, and some more modern, beautiful cars. They will go through the farm for a special time trial from point A to point B. But now I'm going to have a video that I recorded this summer along with Francesca. She is the general director of the Miglia, and she will explain more in detail all about what's happening here today. Meantime, I came up here on top of Goodlow Mountain to introduce the video for tonight, so you can enjoy this beautiful last glimpse of colors of our vineyards. Well, good to see you, and today I am with Francesca Parolin visiting us, and she is the Director General of the Miglia, and it's the largest car sporting event in the world, and she will tell us about it. And Francesca, welcome to Barboursville, and thank you for considering Barboursville to be one of the stops for the Miglia 2023.
Well, thank you, Luca, first of all, and hi guys. So I'm Francesca, I'm from Italy, and I'm the Director General of Miglia. But what is Miglia? For those who don't know, Miglia was a speed race that happened in Italy from 1927 up to 1957. It was a 1,000 miles race, speed race run on open roads. So think back then, there were track races and there was the Miglia. As Enzo Ferrari described it, the most beautiful race in the world. The race, of course, ended in 1957 because of safety concern. We were talking about 300 cars racing through Italy, through villages, and at an average speed of over 100 miles per hour. The record, of course, is detained by Sir Stirling Moss, that made the record on a Mercedes 300 SL in 1955. So, and it took a bit less than 10 hours, to complete the entire race. And after the event ended, it's now raced as a regularity race, which is a sport, actually something that we do practice in Italy, and it happens every year. It's been happening every year since the late 70s. And it's represent the spirit of Italy, the spirit of the heroism of those drivers that were racing back then. And what we are doing now is keeping that history alive. Of course, we don't speed up anymore. We are actually very respectful, or we try to be very respectful of the traffic law, but we are still driving the same cars. We are still driving the same roads, and we are still keeping that spirit alive. And since 2018, we decided that we wanted to bring the Miglia somewhere else, in a country where we could find the same warmth that we have in Italy. So we decided to create an experience, a warm-up in the US, and that's why we decided to look for something that had an Italian flavor and at the same time could represent the excellence of the US. And that's why we are here. That's why we are at Barboursville, and that's why we hope to make something great together, an experience that has both the Italian heritage and represents the best and the excellence that you can find in Virginia. I'm a wine lover, and I know Virginia is for lovers.
Yeah.
So I think we are in the good place.
Perfect. So what kind of vehicle will be attending at the Miglia?
So at the warm-up, we have two classes. We have the Miglia class, means those vehicles whose model raised the original Miglia. So vehicles produced from 1927 up to 1957. We are talking about vintages, Alfa Romeos, Ferraris, Maserati, Oscar, all these kind of incredible cars are pieces of design.
Yeah.
And then we have a second class, the post-Miglia era class, for those cars produced from 1958 to nowadays, whose mothers would have raced the Miglia if the Miglia was still running.
Yeah.
So we can see up to modern supercars that will compete alongside, their older mother, their older brothers. So we are expecting, it's an intimate event, so we are expecting about 25 cars for a very selected group of people. But the most important thing is that we want the people involved. We want our drivers, but we want also the public. We want to do something that we hope it will benefit us. It will make, of course, our family happy, but it's a way for us to connect and to give also people and kids the possibility to see those pieces of art that you don't see on the road anymore.
Yes. Give me an idea how big it is in Italy compared to the warm-up we do here in Virginia.
Okay, we are talking about two different scale of events.
Right.
So the Miglia in Italy is an event open to 405 vintage cars, again 2757, and we have a convoy of cars that opens the race, so more modern Ferraris, and this year we capped the event to 120 Ferraris, and then we have a small capsule of electric cars, because if Miglia was the future back then, how we can represent the futures now is challenging electric cars to race 1,000 miles, and competing. So we are talking about a convoy of over 550 cars competing. And if you add media cars, organization cars, supercars, well, we are easily up to 2,000 cars. So the overall convoy is 200 kilometers long from the first car to the last one, and it takes 5 hours to cross a single point.
That's why it's the largest.
It is the largest, that's why it's the largest event.
Excellent. Great.
And just to give you an idea, we raced, for 4 days. This year was 5 days all over Italy, and we require an average of 1,300 rooms per night. And this is just for our staff and our competitors. So we really move around a piece of Italy every time.
Well, thank you for bringing a piece of this great historic traditional racing from Italy to Virginia in a smaller scale, but in a beautiful place that also is historic. Not as historic as parts of Italy, but for our part of the world, really, this is a very historic place. That's where the United States started in a way. So thank you for bringing it here.
You know what it doesn't change? The passion.
Yeah.
So regardless of the number of cars, the passion of the people, that stays intact. And
Nice.
that's what we hope to bring over here. And that's what
Right.
we will do together with you.
I know where I know where the race is going to end, but can you please share with
Yes, well, the race is mainly in Virginia, okay? So we are starting out from Middleburg, and for the first leg, we are coming down here to Barboursville. But why did we pick this region of all the, the American beautiful places? Well, first of all, I love Virginia, but because the race is going to end on Italian soil. And where can you find Italian soil? By the Italian embassy in downtown DC. So we are adding another piece of Italy, another important partner that is going to help us conveying this whole Italian-US friendship rally.
Very nice.
It is.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
You're most welcome.
coming.
And
Yeah.
you're, of course, you're invited in November, because if you want to drive, you need to learn how to race, right?
Right.
Because it's a competition.
Yeah. Okay.
So
All right. I'll be
we'll
there.
see you there. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Francesca.
Luca.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
And so all of the participants have arrived with different vehicles, like I said, go from a classic American car, a Ford Mustang, and then we go to a Jaguar here, and then we have a Volvo, car from Scandinavia, Porsche, perhaps one of the most important cars when it comes to true race cars here are this model of Ferrari from the 1970s with a roll bar inside for safety. And then we go to really amazing vehicles, a Lancia, a Mercedes. And this perhaps is one of the oldest cars, if not the oldest, is a model from 1931, Alfa Romeo. This was truly a race car, and if you can believe, this car in racing in the Miglia was sustaining an average speed of 100 miles per hour, which means they were running speed of 120 miles or more without seat belts, with no protection if they roll over, with tires that have tubes in it, and if you blow a tire at 100 and plus miles per hour, you can imagine. So it really, it's amazing to think that about almost 100 years ago they were doing these incredible races, and to have cars that old here on the estate and in an historic landmark, it's just a beautiful day for Barboursville, a beautiful day for the participants, and I hope you enjoy this very unique happening here at Barboursville. I met Clay Huber last night at a very nice party at the Salamander Hotel. It was connected with this event, and he shared just a story with me. I want you to listen.
So a group of friends, business owners, maybe 30 guys, we got together for a blind wine tasting at Keswick. And everyone brought their very best bottles of wine from all over the world, very expensive wines. And the bottle that won was Octagon, right here.
So some of you already know that, but it's also nice to be reminded sometimes that yes.
Yeah.
Well, Francesca, what do you think? How did it work out, this part of
I think it's amazing, and you know how I know that? Because I look at the people. I look at their faces, and they're all smiling. There was a competitor that said that this place is wild, and thanks to you, we managed to organize some pretty tough time trials into your back roads, and no one was expecting that.
Oh, nice.
So they were really caught by surprise, and they said, okay, this is tough, we need to do that well. But everyone is thrilled. So,
Great.
and everyone enjoyed the wine.
Thank you.
So they keep talking about that, and I know that people already shopped and got some cases of wine.
Oh, wow,
so.
nice. Well, so I hope you enjoy this unique video this week that talks about history also of car racing in Italy, and today we had it here in Virginia, here at Barboursville, Virginia. Francesca, thank you so much.
Thank you, Luca.
Thank you.
Ciao.